I see. I mean, we big Africa, KPMG. Congratulations, Andrew Akuto, on your new appointment as country managing partner, KPMG in Ghana. Chief, I don't know you, but congratulations. You're a Ghanaian, so I share in your glory. So, Andrew Akuto, your new appointment as country managing director, KPMG in Ghana. Congratulations. I'm searching for a particular story to welcome Chairman Adekoka and my good friend Thompson. Chairman Akwaba. Chairman, you brought out that thing yesterday, the other time we met, and I followed up, and that's the reality on the ground. Remember, so that's the reality on the ground. Remember, so the helicopters, the lady who was posted to that place without without it has cost us a lot. But remember, opposition. I am a journalist.
Maybe
he's on top of information.
Yes.
I
don't know about that information.
So once you are
thing,
I don't challenge.
If you
are invited into the conversation,
so that I can also do my homework before you.
If you are invited into the conversation, you'll be privy to what we are discussing. But take your time.
Take
your time and take it easy. If you want to know, if you care to know, take your time. You will come over.
Community. Na say na dia mo ka che men kan gomo no. Ya mo kan gomo no. Community me dey nchi akese ma me regional women's organizer adwa na ne birthday. Nti adwa me wish na happy birthday na nya me nchi akese na.
Community e cho e bebre odoso.
Chairman na wo ye.
Mo nya nya me na adu.
O my me ka sa
President, what you say?
No ye pa.
I see.
Come. Reset where Eja Thompson.
Reset number.
Reset number. So.
Yeah, holding Crawford to be an
and the workers get
you
hold them, don't invite them. Arrest them without invitation.
I think that I even got education that when under your government there was an amendment to the BNI, which became NIB Act. I thought 2020 or so. So what it means is that the operations and the style of the unit, it changes with the name change. And then I make a the BNI I know. Still they will commit certain because let's try to demystify that negative aura around our intelligence unit. The people who were at the place, Nyame Papa, and Osonoba. But those that came to me to report back to me, and these are revered people in society, they were even amazed that they had access to the suspected people, and then even had conversations. So one of them also had his lawyers by our motive interactive. I said, we are I would still say it's a learning curve. They've operated in a certain way for far too long a time.
But say 8 years, no, they didn't go that tangent. For 8 years now, at least if you didn't go that tangent, why come back to it now? And it's part of the resetting.
Rambo style of arrest.
But say under Akufa Domoja is there.
And I was saying,
under Akufa Domoja is there.
You are not getting where I'm coming from.
I get you very well, but the American say, if for 8 years you didn't go that style, is it the resetting?
It was not Rambo arrested.
It was.
They went to his house and invited him to the police station.
They didn't invite him. They arrested him and took him. They didn't invite him. I saw Moye and said, they invite you. If you don't come, that is where they can arrest you. That is how it works.
FBI, they invite you.
This is the resetting. This is the resetting.
No, I'm just
okay, let's go with that way. Let's go with that way.
We want to improve the system. That
yes, that is a complaint. I invited Jogate.
But listen,
they invited him.
But listen,
that is the right way.
That's why we said that. Why would you invite Abronya and go and arrest Professor Ameyo Kofi. It's not fair.
Yeah.
So it's not that we are saying the plus.
But chairman is just.
But let's look at the positives and improve on the negatives.
I agree with you 100%. I agree
with you. I did because we are saying Kanino.
Sorry, they open
Kanino. And yet easy to hear the name BN. So but that demystification, no,
the legitimacy, like I said, it was mosquito.
Yes,
infested.
And in fact, for the past 2 years, I've been saying, Era Kandapa, for instance, the level-headedness in managing some of these situations, you cannot take it away from me. And I believe to say, Bevlo and Totobi Kwachim. My role of my play behind the scenes, the country is a prayer, so there, but there are certain intelligent personalities amongst us. They don't talk.
Yeah.
But what they are doing to save the face of this country, we have absolutely no idea. The resetting, I have said severally that it does not stop probity and accountability, but it should be done according to due process.
Thank you very much. I agree with you.
So we need to reset, to drift from
accountability.
And I'm a kind a graphic front page. I also worried about 99.57 billion Ghana cedi gone waste our public sector through irregularities. We cannot sit
that then it's a big problem.
We
cannot
I don't
see
unconcerned.
Why the Attorney General has stopped the surcharge.
and maybe the unfortunately is that when government changes like this, more politicians are targeting us.
But civil servants,
the public,
what is happening there?
They leave them.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm documents about.
Yeah.
I'm prepare documents. Now, minister, the Abamo, Bibi Kakra, we soon
to approve.
Now, also
minister no on sign a check.
On sign a check. Then just approve. Then the dues goes to other angles.
Yeah. So honestly, I think we should take it. The internet may call through.
Someone was, I think it was a contractor. I know organize them. Time mobile. I said, listen, Alfred, we call ministry home. Sana minister now approve my assign a check now to a share chief director draw. Or see minister approve. Now say woman bibi na yede command and sana obey.
Okay, so I'm interested in this because this is about our life. When we improve this sector, because government after government and a challenge in trying to minimize or curb this menace. So beyond what the minister said in Parliament, this time maybe or action, but we need to now look at the approach. So it says that the government determined to win Galamsey war, minister declares. And then the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, pardon me, let me go through so we can understand it well. The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, has said the government is determined to achieve the multiple goals of reclaiming lost forest reserves, restoring of the color and quality of water bodies damaged by illegal mining activities, and protecting biodiversity across the country. He has consequently warned persons in the illegal mining enterprise in the country that the war against the menace will be relentless, retributive, fair, and firm. Mr. Amakofi-Boa emphasized that until those goals were achieved and an effective, sustainable plan was implemented for the long term, the government will not take its foot off the pedal. He said he had received the all clear from President John Dramani Mahama to chase out the illegal miners from the sites. Now they went into an operation. During the operation, 15 excavators were seized, and the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources reviewed the plans by the government to channel them into road construction. Mr. Amakofi-Boa further announced that 30 hectares of the Shelter Belt Forest Reserve alone had already been consumed by illegal mine activities. In total, he said the country had lost about 5,000 hectares, an equivalent of about 7,500 football fields, to illegal mining operations in forest reserves. While bemoaning the situation, the minister declared that the situation could not be allowed to continue as it posed an existential threat to the public. Quoting him, "With the unwavering support of my colleagues, the Minister of Defense, Mr. Omaniboama, Minister of Interior, Muntaka Mubarak, and Amwakuhine, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Doctor, We deployed the military to the forest to clamp down on those illegal operations, the minister stated. Innovative approach. Mr. Amma Kofi said the government will not decommission or ban excavators seized at Galamsey sites, but to instead use them for road construction across the country in a more purposeful and innovative approach. And I quote, "This, however, is not the end. Investigations are ongoing and we are working closely with the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ghana Police Service to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to justice. This is not an exercise in futility. We are resolute in our mission. We will not rest until those responsible for this environmental damage are held accountable, including their accomplices." So that's the approach and other options that open up for our fight against illegal mining and miners. Chairman, our president is in power. Your party is in power. Collaboratively, Ghana needs to win. So this is your approach. Are you satisfied?
Anyway, Mamichia, Uncle Tommy, and Usumina, or my staff, and the Pewame, a Quande, Embata, and Ghana Funzim.
Great chairman.
Why,
Chairman, I
Galamsey Assembly. Yaka, or today last week, Mbam Catcher, the CCA, in Sunto. In Sunto, no. You don't see any flooding in the various. How in Sunto, you come and sit here and talk about flooding. I don't think I'm saying I'm the chance even before elections. People were on the street. So democracy hub. What you want? Yeah, this is to them survival of our lives. Did I mean be Casa? Also of the central region. Minya Katie does Anomabo area hono, Anomabo area. There's no water. The whole of that stretch is soon. Why? Because river now Obenye Swefim. Why Galamsey? Why polluted? Into what business is our beachfront will collapse? If this is the new system, what's the almost 7,600 acres? About
gone.
Football. How many football parks?
70. Let me check.
70 something. About 20 or 30 football parks.
7,200 football parks. 7,500 football
parks.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Our transport stadium. 7,500. Can you imagine? Trees there, bushes, and ecosystem. All of them have been destroyed. These days, only we are to Accra, the mama, Shisho. Tommy, at Nakampo Neso air condition. Nakampo Neso air condition. Maybe so the air maybe so the heat you feel. Gradually, the Sahara is catching up with us. And instead they able contain Yankasa Kakana Yawonusu, they are destroyed. Yeah. Go run Accra. Tell me, baby, tree or Accra. Ninyako or parks. Ninyako. Why a concrete jungle? Into the system I adopted, it behoves on all of us. All of us to follow this and ensure that all these 7,500 football parks were destroyed is to claim back. Very important. Excavators are.
So on your screen, you will say Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amakohene and the Minister Lands and Natural Resources, and then that of Era, Omako site, Omako Tichi.
I'm glad that
soldier for but listen, hi, chairman.
I mean, the people are so recalcitrant there. You don't know what to do about them. And these things are the midnight. The facts of the matter is, and look at this. And they were done under the cloak of darkness.
Darkness. No,
the operations.
What destroying? And here because we never be a drones. That is where they go and do all this thing. In the thick of the forest, how can you even detect them? I'm glad that a new paradigm shift is coming, and I hope that
the sustenance and the effectiveness.
But it all depends on us, all of us. But these things cannot be fought by government alone.
Oh, sir.
Oh. Improve conversation. Do the come back and say
maybe such as but they said that it was Akufado's duty. And one work it can't be fought by government alone.
The new paradigm shift.
The resetting. That is not government alone. So you knew that it wasn't government alone.
But you decided your government wants to do it alone.
We never said that. We said that it's
and Tommy them never come on. I say agruno.
He said what? May respond to that. He put his presidency. The presidency one only no call presidency or no.
I don't know.
But
also Nankasa he take that upon himself.
So it's Ghanaians.
We are saying that we are resetting the country and resetting the country. No, and Hifuna war offended those catchment areas. Some of them are complicit. Until they should all come on board. That has what before no we are doing the other reset. Everybody, chiefs, opinion leaders in all those areas. But when I was what on us, I mean, you say, Yanko, a kumfia, you baby, assassin, and they'll go to her. And when I worked now for so many years, their grandfathers, their grandmothers, one more history of the place. And so when I walk by Wharton. And so they are the frontliners. Oh, there, what you're sure there, they are going to engage all of us. Because if we don't do this, 10, 20 years, we'll start importing water. Abra ship.
10, 20 years is just too far.
It's too far. Okay. Abra ship, no, Ghana, Obefifa, Chido di Epunsuba. Ewa, into place. Don't you have been in power for only 45 days. 46 days.
Who has been in power? Oh, okay. 45
days. No worry. Bibi can be no. Bibi can be I like what Oman is saying. Oman is saying that we should come on board. Forget about it's early days here. It is for your own children and your grandchildren. Sooner or later, me and you will depart this
come on board.
Not you.
You want us to come
the whole Ghana.
But not me saying. Am I not a Ghanaian? Am I not a Ghanaian?
Put away your.
You see what you say? I said you want us to come on board.
Your approach to the conversation.
Practical.
No, me beside said you want us to come on board. I said not you.
Who is us?
Not you.
Who is us?
Who is not me saying?
Who is us?
I was asking. Do you want us to come on board?
Who is us?
You said we should come on board. So who is we?
Ghanaians.
So I'm asking, so do you want us to come on board?
Ghanaians.
But he has appealed to Ghanaians.
And I said, do you want us to come on board? I said, no,
but you us. You know he's referring to Ghana.
You don't use us.
Us is Ghanaians.
No, your us is MPP.
And MPP,
you have political grounds.
Ghanaians.
We are Mozambicans.
Because I can maybe say, now, if you want us to come on board, you are sacking us and telling us to come on board.
Sacking you from where?
You are sacking us like chicken. Chicken. I
agree with what is taking the excavators now. Yes, and then I've always said this. When I was the excavators in the bank, when I was financiers, you go and arrest somebody in the hole, and you jail the person for 4 or 5 years. But the person didn't go there on his own accord.
Exactly.
That's I say. And okay, Juma. Nipaku no money sikano. Otnel baby no. I know say on find one sanka. So at this time ground, I like the minister said, we are going after all of them.
Okay.
And you have to go for the head. If you cut the tail of the snake, but actually, these things will come to light. It's very important.
So, Tom, before you come, let me appeal to this administration. It is very clear that 99% of the people involved in the illegality now are NDC4. Very clear. That one, let's not even fight it. Some few days back, 50 days or 30, 45 days back, 100% of the people involved in that illegality, they were MPP members. In fact, that is the chaskele we've played ourselves up to this point. So once we admit that, there is certain, I'm saying, God dropped that word, but we underestimated it. In resetting, let's say obi biara. If we don't forgive ourselves and focus on the Ghana agenda, and our dream is that we would say the 4, the 8, the 12 ombeko. Umba yesu be reset ibiem na so 4 8 who suffers. Assume you na ekuna. Yen as citizens in Ebebre. So I will entreat the sector minister and all agencies. You be too former good year. The MPP started something which they said it was community mining, regulating the front of illegalities to make it a proper legal mining area. That's true. Because my experience at was a crop. It clearly tells me that and yet 3x4 fight. Yeah. The military sent there some compromise. The police sent there some compromise. The journalists sent there some compromise. Yeah. So who again will not be compromised? Make a compromise. 1 month, 1 million Ghana cedi. Now can you imagine 1 M per week? It's a so one show she can walk. But who to no kwan so a o man nya mfa so, o so nya mfa so. Ti mesre minister no because you who be paying. You can do all the Rambo style, you can do arrest within just 2 months. But you have 4 years as a minister to stabilize the front of this illegality. So let's adopt measures that are practicable, are feasible, that is real. This knee-jerk approach, I say be out in knee-jerk, but it's on the same level. Kiki soldiers, pow foreign shots.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Madam, Mohena, change the status quo for us. Thompson, your only baby.
And that's it. Answer na mesha say me zinchi akese be my papa Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Nyankopon.
What's a campaign asiana?
Oh, me chiano. I don't mean to me chiame papa.
No, but you have your party chairman and other.
I'm greeting Dr. Bawumia because I know what he's done for me.
Oh, yeah. So your selfish interest
supersedes where there be my selfish interest because he's been very good to me.
No, it's just a question about just a question
about us.
So your
may say may say a very selfish interest because
on that score
he's done something for me at Esronko. So me didn't check say man na mesre party for no so say every day bomb pie man na dream Paul Kitano.
And Dr. Bawumia is coming to lead the party again.
If the party wants him, yes, we'll let him lead.
Would you support Dr.
Yes,
Bawumia?
I will put my life down for him if I have to.
Dr. Bawumia?
Yes, I will. I will do that for him.
But I
know the good in him. Yes. Oh yeah.
I big
Let me catch you. I will do anything for him to succeed.
I cut the political life. Sure.
It doesn't matter. You can take it that way, but I'm doing that. You can take it that way.
So if you talk about me, I don't mind
at all.
Cutting your political.
I don't mind. I'll do that for him because I know what is in him and what he wants to offer to Ghanaians. And I pray that it will happen for Ghanaians to see. I pray that it will happen. So I pray for him and I ask our party people and Ghanaians to pray for him. That is Nadrian Pao Kitano, so that he can exhibit it for Ghanaians to see. I pray for good life for him. And I'll always support him, as I've said. Thank you. Excavators and mining concessions. The part there in the Etumak and there. CCR, Yenina Yeshen, or NDC for about 90%. And I worry, maybe 10% if you do, because definitely, you know, there'll be one or two people on the other side that worry. And in that same vein, you know, the same 100% I can, you know,
me
about 120%, because about 20% for and sometimes, you know, when some of these people are going into business, they're almost say, oh yeah, in this in MPP now, we come together and work together. It is a way party woman, no front, we so party woman on the front, and it's business. I mean, it's understandable. Yeah. But then, I think I heard, was it President Mahama who was saying that they shouldn't ban excavators?
Yes,
but they should. I don't know why they were going on that same tangent. We went on and we changed. Because when we started, we also started banning excavators. We felt that, listen, and we didn't ban it because of just banning sake. Now, when you get to the site now, every corner will wait to home control board. Now, when you don't have that board for that particular machine, no other board can start the machine. So they started running away. They'll take the board, run away. When you go, then they come and put it in and take the machine off or move it and start work. And so we started banning it. But we realized, it wasn't helping. The other thing they could do was to get parts and use the parts as to sell off now there and help the assemblies with all those monies. But I did back when Mr. Minister and say, if they haven't started this, they should start from the harbor, right from the harbor, no. Let us take all the numbers, chassis numbers near there of every machine. Obia or cra excavator, no. What are you coming to do with the excavator? That is one thing we should know.
The transport ministry actually be
but what has happened to it? Because if you are going to arrest someone, the first thing you have to do is to check the chassis number, identify who owns it, who imported it, who did you sell it to. If he's the same person using it, go straight to the person. Like he said, if you are not going to cut it off from the neck now, then total work done is zero. And this thing is worrying. I mean, NDC MPP is worrying the nation. Cape Coast, Cape Coast, last 2 weeks. In fact, the whole week there was no water. The whole week. My only say reservoirs in at least a bar na it's always full. Because I had 2-3 days when I'm spending there now. I can't use the whole AE. So definitely it gets full as and when they open it. But maybe 1 week, 2 weeks now, in by. The kids around the Bakano Horn, they come to the well behind our house to just fetch water. For how long? And how safe is that? Because once it's coming in, it's not treated, anything could happen. What outbreak of cholera? What's the central region here? What? Is the west place.
In fact, the lead.
The lead, because there's no water. The type of water they use and everything. And we cannot run a nation this way. Until maybe, sir, my brother opinion there, do you need us? Or say, no, I don't need you.
We need Ghanaians.
We need Ghanaians, we don't need you.
You were us.
So, no, us, no. Who may be on free bar?
I was worried when the minister came out. No, there. They have 9 forest reserves. A no-go area for government.
Very serious.
It's very serious. Very serious.
People are holding guns.
It shouldn't happen.
Very serious.
And that is why sometimes some ministers said this one should be shoot to kill. Because you cannot hold a forest reserve against the government in power. Just use your helicopters and whatever you have to do, you do.
Spray them.
Oh, yes. Because it's totally unacceptable. Yeah. You cannot tell them that they cannot come into 9 forest reserves. And whatever you want to do there, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It can't happen. I mean, this is not the Ghana we all need. If on Bayer research, now, democracy have a some no kind. The guy was arrested because of the stop at 37 for people going to the hospital. It wasn't acceptable. Yes, you can go on your demonstration, but to stop people from going to 37
he was
for treatment
in his approach.
Yes,
to get attention to ensure an illegality is not being practiced. He was being reckless.
Yes, and that was why he was arrested. That one because I remember very well say. When that demonstration was happening, Dr. Nana Akufo-Addo was out of the country. Dr. Bawumia received every complaint and said that, yes, we understand and appreciate your plight, and we will take action to make sure that all these things were done. Enumpo Keke should have stopped the demonstrators. But you tell people that you can't take your... I remember a woman who was driving And she said that, so I can't move here. And why not done in whole speed? You know, or the call here. Because one pen once and say, Obi Baboni 2 said, then you she's gone for nothing. And that one is not acceptable. And I believe that chairman also agrees that it is not acceptable. We shouldn't go that way.
Tell CROSAC they should not go on the strike or demonstration. Tell them.
Why?
The last 2 months, they were on your neck. Insurance to the elections. So tell them. They should rather now tell the NDC to work at a faster pace. That we can achieve the results that we want.
And I'm telling you one thing on convictions there. I believe that it's too early to criticize the government. Let us give them about 6 months. Let John Mahama have his, President Mahama have his honeymoon. Yeah, man, 6 months. After the budget, that is where we'll understand what they want to do. But before the budget, no, anything that they are doing, let them do. Let them commit their own mistakes. Yeah, better not say you better not say in fact, if any MPP person can only no more after 6 months, no, we've given them enough time. Now, no excuses. Want to me better now? One can James say, we are running a criminal government, a criminal economy near there. I mean, it is a no-go area because we were giving you, or Ghanaians gave you the task to go and correct the wrong. It is a want to mean corrected wrong now. Don't come and complain.
In Chamade, careful. That I love what you just said. Once you say I am a criminal, you should be able.
That's what I'm saying.
You should be able to tell me.
In his State of the Nation address, you say, you tell. So don't panic.
No, but you don't. You see, as a statesman, as a president,
you should be able to tell me.
We expect him that who can say the country was criminally run. You should be able to say it immediately. Don't.
But he's speaking to the station on the country on the 27th. Just 2 days away.
2 days away, and we'll listen to him.
But the hear me say the work. The friend he be a 7 year because of to Bob. So what I say. In the 27.
Yes.
How the country has been run criminally.
Okay.
So we can make deductions out of.
As for that, I agree with you. And in that same stage, no. You friend in a officer and an engineer. Maybe I know engineer so. Maybe I know engineer so. Be a saying officer baby wo. Engineer so one officer baby wo share na. Because sometimes you create. You remember one thing that late President Rawlings said? He said a government can run you down.
A government can run you down. A government can run you down. And you knew what he was saying. Because sometimes when you are sitting there now, you create things.
No. Mama is not the type of person who
creativity.
Relax.
He speaks to reality.
I will say 27th of Bekasa. Leave it to 27th. I haven't asked you to come and contribute towards my
discussion. I will sit here for you to use
words. I said, when he was using words against our president, that one was okay.
What words was he
when he says, Nana Akufo-Addo ran a criminally...
But he has seen it. That's why he has said it.
So I am saying, sir, he can also create things and put it on people.
Have you read what the finance minister said? I think yesterday or say what they thought was the situation when they took office is a different
situation.
I'm very shocked.
No, they were hiding the books.
Listen, I'm very shocked if a person of a stature will say such a thing. Do you know why? Because he is a member of parliament. And he has oversight.
But they don't bring everything.
You have worked, Masa. They don't have everything. No, you see, this is where I see that their government can fail easily.
They hide figures.
Why don't you know so? The only government that hid figures was NDC, Power, World Bank. Do you remember that thing?
You remember they took some figures to Parliament, and then they took different figures to World Bank.
No. Let me show you. If you don't know, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you.
What did he do?
There are certain figures from other government institutions. Borrow and when we went to World Bank, because of the DDP, they said we should add all those things into the books. all the time when you are bringing anything to Parliament now, all those are not included. Go and check your records. They are not included. Until once you've got to go back, listen, we want to know the total debt, and that is why Bank of Ghana had to also clean his books. Bank of Ghana cleaned the books because of that. If you don't know, let us teach you.
Let Uncle Thompson relax
for 27.
For 27, we will show them how bad
we will wait for it. We will wait for it.
Don't run away.
After you have 6 months for you. 6 months. 6 months. After 6 months.
This country will be different. 6 months. You see a different Ghana.
Chairman Thomas.
I'm telling you.
When they were coming to power, they told us that Ghana. In the first few, the cabinet Obe mentioned.
120 days, why
what are you talking about?
Or say in the cabinet Obe mentioned, 30% are going to be women.
Is that so? What's your problem?
Is that so?
What's the problem?
You see, I don't want to start. I don't want to start telling them about their failures. So I said after 6 months, when they start moving this country, they will see.
My friend,
no, but let's watch the space on 27. And then the budget.
I have the patience for them.
These guys are running before the
ahead of time.
Chairman,
they are running. Look, on 27, we will see the true state of the nation.
Okay.
The true state of the nation.
So
these people have been hiding the true state of the nation. They will see the true state of the nation.
All right, well, as I said, my main Kyle say St. Andrew's College, Iguso Kyle say admission still in progress. SHS 1, 2, and 3, one were boarding facilities to some of them. Excellent WASI results over the years. Omo disa dance and ediama awo for on the on ma edia kohon ono enkrabata ne bi o mankasim ne odubiase shama dunka ono fe sehwia sanwene so na fe enkra hanum se frɛ 0244696911 or 0207891004 na watimi ne wona dinkita ho St. Andrews SHS and I make on us ede ema. What is the problem?
Oh yeah, Akufo-Addo arrogance. Ken's explorers went to gold stand and Apo.
That's the report that is coming out.
Yeah, big guns blame for Ashanti gold disaster.
Oh, let me have a look at this. Hey, Chairman, no. Okay, because the Chairman Bomodia appointing Akufo-Addo's arrogance.
Yes.
Ken's explosive rants. That's Kenneth Japan. Won't to miss gold stands. Oh, you gold.
Set no so then people were angry with it.
In a post you go car bank,
As I won't it was just a small gaffe.
It's not a gaffe. It's not a small
gaffe.
It's a small gaffe. I mean,
it's been acknowledged as part of
movie
the
on we can't topics. You movie on back to our topics.
I see.
We'll discuss this in chambers. We'll discuss this in chambers.
We will not go to. Normally when we meet this
President Muhammad to appoint NDC regional organizers as presidential staffers.
No problem. No problem. But what's the problem with that?
Staffers.
No, what's your problem with that?
My problem is
walk us through your problem.
My problem is more appointed on my staffers. They can put them anywhere you like. They're not staffers.
How?
Oh, but you chimuka karamenti
staffers omukoyede.
Oh.
Omukoyede.
What's your beef?
What's
your beef?
Jubilee.
No.
To be paid by government salary and then be doing their original work. And to be doing their original work with government payroll.
So you better seek for clarification here.
6 months time I'll talk. 6 months
but
time.
But is it confirmed? It will be a qualifier, so be a part of the system. What's your problem with it? No, but
qualified in what way? So as presidential staffers, you should tell us what they are coming to do there.
So all these years, what has been the role of presidential and what kind of people do
they give them particular jobs.
Yeah,
so you should tell us that 16 regional organizers. So some organize Jubilee House or some they should let us know. Read what? I've read it. They didn't tell us exactly the role they are coming to play. But it's not part of our discussion. The next topic.
He doesn't want to know.
What is it?
Mate, you.
No, because
party cohesion, balancing governance and
strengthening party cohesion.
Listen,
Should government salaries be used for that?
Are you telling me? Look,
No, should government salaries? Let us know. If government salaries should be used to strengthen party cohesion, then we all start going that target.
So the people,
is that what we do as a government?
When
you become a government rep now, when you become a president, you are a president for all, not for only NDC.
So those whom we have appointed as ministers,
they are ministers for all.
Listen, those whom we have appointed as ministers, those whom we have appointed as CEOs.
So educational minister, it is say more person move education now, more scholarship to only NDC people.
Strengthening party cohesion, balancing governance and party dynamics. It is the party that put the government in power.
But when you become a government,
listen,
you report to everybody, every Ghanaian everywhere.
But when you go and the constituency, they are working for everybody. They are not going to.
They are not working for everybody. They are working for NDC.
That is your belief.
They are working for NDC.
That is what that was.
No regional organizer will come to my constituency and say that he's come to see what Alpha needs to help Africa.
Listen,
NDC regional organizer will come to me in my house or come anywhere and say that he's come to help.
Elections are won by numbers. So we have to help your people to come and join us.
Exactly. But even right now, when I ask you that, you want us? What's it no? As Ghanaians.
You come and join us. You have no problem.
As Ghanaians. What's it no? Not you.
I'll give you a party card.
What's it no? Not you.
I'll come and give you a party card.
So Chairman Ade.
Yes.
Are we now politicizing the seat of government?
Thank you very much. That's what they are doing.
Listen,
because
governance.
I feel very uncomfortable.
No.
Very.
No.
So, listen.
You know what? You know there was a time the MP people were complaining
that
Akufo-Addo, former President Akufo-Addo, has detached himself from the party. You remember?
There was a gap.
You remember?
Yeah.
And there was agitation from their ranks that it is the party that got you. So you should have always have a link with the party. You cannot run government detaching your party from governance, because it is your man at the unit committee, the unit committee member who is supposed to be non-party, but he's the one who is going to tell you, the party and the government, what's on the ground. Anything that is going wrong, you must have your ears down. So if you're the party, you don't intertwine the government, you don't have any link with your party, you are seeking your doom. I've been a regional chairman before. So now, do you know that the party chairman, the national party chairman, the general secretary, they attend cabinet meetings?
Yes.
So why
that is their duty.
To bring that
cohesion. To bring that party cohesion. They are not cabinet members, but they attend cabinet meetings so that they work for the cabinet. So why are you adding another 16 regional organizers to the presidency? That's why I have a problem.
Let me finish it.
You finish.
I'm Augustins. Augustins for your bro and they be out.
They be one bro. They catch Kuan. You fancy pema. Na ya so one decided for. Na wako Kuan. They catch Kuan fancy pema. They will send a decided to go fight for us. And they too. On wants to go who because they like fighting.
Catch them there the buga. The we the shas.
Into yes, one prophet in that man.
It is a them I calm. Na ochede. No government.
I'm listening to you.
No government will be so naive to detach itself from his party. Labour Party. If the Prime Minister of the Labour Party detaches himself from the grassroots of the party, he's gone. He's a goner. They will remove him. The subject matter is the grassroots, the party. You cannot isolate the government from the party. That is why in our constitution there's nowhere that the general secretary and the party chairman should be members of cabinet. The cabinet is made up of 19 members.
They are not members.
Cabinet members. They are not supposed to attend cabinet meeting.
They are not members. They can attend.
It's not in the constitution. But they are permanent members at the so if at the seat of government, the regional organizers they are best placed to inform government as to whether your free SHS that you have brought on board, how is it working? Whether the hospital that you say is being built, that is why they are going to be part of the coordinating directors, coordinating council, so that their ears will be on the ground to feed government with what is happening. It is a novelty that we are practicing. And when I was regional chairman, campaigning for re-election, I even assured constituency chairman that every constituency chairman was going to be an MCE. Every constituency chairman was going to be an MCE. Because they know what is on the ground. The challenges on the ground. They have been with them. And so they are best placed to come and tell the party that we need to put a street light here. We need to put a gutter here. So governance is the totality of the party, the people, and everybody involved. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with this 16 regional organizers. In your time, you had over 2,000 presidential staffers. When you go to Flagstaff House now, they created cubicles. The offices, cubicles, and they were putting people inside. Cubicles. Well, I'm there. You just, I'm on top of issue. When I come here, I know what I'm talking about. MPP, they created cubicles.
Just to ensure.
Look, so far, no, President Mahama has appointed only 15 presidential staff. Only 15. He hasn't gone beyond 200.
So he's adding 16 to it.
So how many? 21 or 31 or whatever it is. Why is your time, no? Okujeto was alwaalways asking for presidentialism. Okay. And when it comes, I told director, secretary to the secretary of the cabinet. One secretary of cabinet, or secretary of the cabinet.
But maybe they engage with strategy 133. They engage your strategy 133.
So
24 hours.
My memory, I will don't divert. Let's come back to
on the 6th of March. The information is that we are reflecting, we are reviewing, and we are resetting.
Okay. On the presidential AE, now you have your whole national chairman sitting and the general secretary sitting in cabinet to give you everything that the party we set in a manifesto. There is Rebbe Ejuma. Into what else do you need?
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, Massa, relax.
It doesn't work that way.
He told his constituency chairman.
Yeah.
You forgot that Nanado or employee or constituency chairman as MC.
Yeah,
correct. The arrogance has started. The arrogance of power has started. You see, the arrogance of power. He's telling you that you can't come and teach us in there. Why can't you say I didn't hear? She didn't play it for you.
I'll play.
Who be shed it? And I won't shed it.
Yes, shed it because we know what they are doing.
Okay.
We know we are resetting the party.
So now we are going to put, says here they are teaching the MPP and other political parties that when you come in, always appoint your regional organizers, regional secretary, women's organizer, your presidential staffers.
What are you talking about?
No.
I don't know Ghanaians.
Are they still going to be regional organizers?
I don't know Ghanaians.
Oh, so you want them to move away from being regional organizers?
If you are going to be a presidential staffer and be on government payroll, you cannot hold party office.
So you cannot hold party office. Do you know our constitution?
You cannot hold party office.
Do you know our constitution?
It's not about your constitution. It's about the bigger constitution.
Do you know
you cannot belong to a party and be on government payroll. And it's in our constitution.
Our ministers are party members and government.
So what do you prescribe? What do you prescribe?
Our ministers are party members.
And they are appointed. They resign and they are appointed as presidential staff.
Either they resign
and be appointed as special staffers. But if they are going to be regional organizers or regional, what do you call it, regional organizers, and be presidential
staffers, you don't believe in the novelty
and the payroll.
You see,
government payroll.
That novelty,
no, it is wrong.
Let me tell you,
it is against the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And we should not start condoning to every AEBR because they thought or they assume said they've got 180. The mistake at APBN, they started early, and it's good for me. That's why I said I want to talk to 6 months because sometimes when you think that they get 180, it's an N1.
Where in the Constitution? No, forever. We cannot use
MPP did not think say they will lose the 160 seats to 81 and 82. We never thought so. So they should go on. They should go on and ticket themselves and laugh and become so arrogant and won't listen because we know what we are doing.
We know what we are doing. It is a novelty.
It's a novelty. Don't listen. So they should continue. Ghanaians in Tio, I'm so good. Ghanaians are listening and they are telling us that they won't listen. They won't listen to Ghanaians because they know what they are doing. I'm not a Ghanaian. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm from Zimbabwe.
Chairman, let's tread cautious.
With this approach,
let me tell you.
Maybe they shouldn't tread cautiously. It's okay.
Let me tell you.
It's okay. The people say we shouldn't teach them.
Let me tell you something. It is a way of bringing the party
closer to
government.
That is not how you bring it.
You are not.
That is not how you bring it.
But you can't tell us what to do.
No,
that's the approach.
No, the approach, if it's wrong, we should state it.
You can't tell how.
You cannot take party executives to be sitting at the
house. Who told you that?
And be paid.
Party executives are ministers. Party executives are ministers.
You cannot take them to be paid. Functional party executives to sit at Jubilee House and be paid. And then tell me that they are bringing this thing. So now they are going to sit down with the president every week or something and discuss party matters with him at the presidency. Is that what the president is being paid to do?
Party executives are in government. And they are still party members. They haven't resigned from their party.
Okay. My senior brother,
I said
you want us to believe that they are going to sit at Jubilee House and discuss party matters with the president.
You forget about,
is that what they are going to do?
You forget about what they are going to do.
When Nando, in his own wisdom, realized that, listen, party is different from, or the sitting in Jubilee House
who told you
cannot
that?
run party matters.
Who told you that?
So he decided to say every month.
Who told you that?
Your friend saying,
who told you?
Office,
your style is different from our style.
That is a whole different issue. Yes, it can be different.
So,
but he did not go and employ.
You don't know what informed us to do that. You can't.
All the parties,
you can't
draw a line at all. You are MPP or
MPP. You can't inform us what to do.
They should use the government taxpayers' money to pay party executives.
Whatever they are,
what functions are they going to perform there?
They said they are going to sit down with the president and draw closer to the party closer to the president.
I've just told you.
He just said this. That they are going to sit down with the president and draw party matters closer to the president.
Yes, I'm telling you.
That is what he said.
Strengthening party cohesion.
Yes, with the president.
Balancing governance.
With the
party dynamics.
With the president. And it's about party matters.
So what's wrong? What's wrong with you?
They are going to run party matters in the Jubilee House.
So now
Jubilee House is an extension of NDC headquarters.
So our manifesto
is that what they are telling us?
Is it our manifesto?
If that is how they want to run the manifesto, then let Ghanaians see.
I don't understand this.
If that is how they want to run governance, let Ghanaians see.
You have run government for 8 years. You are only 44 days and you are worried.
I'm not worried at all.
So leave us for the government.
In reality, the ideal situation is that the Jubilee House is an open office for every Ghanaian.
Thank you very
much. But the reality is that the Jubilee House, as it stands now, at a point in time was for the MPP.
Yes.
And today it's for the NDC.
No.
It's government business being run. It's Ghana business that
wasn't
being run.
Wasn't he a member of the AE? Wasn't he NDC? He goes to the president. In fact, he has access to the president more than me.
But do you know the number of people who have access to John Mahama in the MPP?
Do you know?
No, I don't know. Tell me. I don't know. Tell me.
I see to have access to John Mahama.
But because you are AE, because you are a host of a super morning show, a host of a super morning show, you should have access to him.
John Mahama allowed Gabi to have his function.
So
yeah, to have his game.
Access to the president.
16 regional organizers going to be paid by government and sit at the Jubilee House and tell John Mahama about government party business. My beef is that if they are going to do party business there, they are not supposed to be in the Jubilee House.
In government.
The president can give them money aside to be giving information, meeting them one-on-one, but not a monthly payment to be at Jubilee House. It is totally unacceptable.
The party in power is called NDC.
Not MPP.
No, not MPP.
The party in power.
The
party in power is not for Ghanaians.
And
when you win, it's about Ghana.
Those
it's not about NDC.
They are Ghanaians.
It's not about NDC. That's why they're telling you that they want to cancel the free SHS and do the scholarship.
That's
so,
what they think about.
Yeah, let me see.
44 days.
Pacho,
44 days.
The choice is yours on this matter.
44 days.
On this matter. Oh, the Ghanaians you see in Mr.
Ghanaians you see what? 44 days. 8 years. And listen. 8 years you have
party apparat chicken into the Jubilee House to win.
Ghanaians. Ghanaians you see
party apparat chicken. Ghanaians was in charge of same Vero
in the hall. These people.
That is the interim. So your problem is that you shouldn't listen to people. You shouldn't listen to Ghanaians. Your problem is that you shouldn't listen to Ghanaians. There's only $58 you're thinking about. You are resetting by putting NDC apparat chicken in the Jubilee House. By being paid by government salaries.
You expect them to put MPP apparat chicken?
I expect them to put Ghanaians there. That is why I said they should resign as regional organizers and go and work there.
Our party. They cannot resign.
They should not be under the regional organizer and being paid by Ghana government salary. We cannot get Ghana government to pay them.